Welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really fascinating shift happening right now in the UK property industry. We're taking a look at a super traditional career path, the lettings manager, and exploring how it's being fundamentally rewired by modern tech. For decades, property management has been viewed through a very specific lens, highly administrative, deeply traditional, and, well, kind of rigid. But that paradigm is completely breaking down. If you're looking for a career transition or a powerful next step that blends real human leadership with cutting-edge efficiency, this is absolutely a phenomenal space to explore. Traditionally, stepping into property management meant bracing yourself for an absolute mountain of administrative paperwork. It was basically a rite of passage to just be buried in emails and endless compliance checklists. But what if your next big career leap came with an AI assistant on day one? What if from the very first minute you sat down at your desk, the traditional hurdles of busy work were literally already being cleared for you? Today, we're going to completely reframe how you view property management by introducing the technological advantage that's opening the door to a totally new type of leader. All right, let's dive into Section 1, the lettings management opportunity. The demand for lettings managers is just vast, and it's super urgent right across the entire UK. This isn't just some localized trend, and it definitely isn't limited to one specific type of business. Yes, independent boutique agencies are actively hiring, but this spans all the way up to massive national chains. And crucially, it includes the rapidly exploding build-to-rent sector. Build-to-rent is a massive shift in housing, where entire apartment blocks, we're talking sometimes hundreds of units, are designed, built, and managed specifically for renting. These mega operations require dedicated, sharp management teams. So what does this all mean for you? It means this profession is no longer a highly gated community. It's a widespread, totally accessible opportunity actively searching for fresh talent. This role is such a dynamic, multifaceted mix. It's an incredibly fast-moving and people-focused environment. You aren't just isolated in a quiet cubicle staring at spreadsheets all day. You're out there, right at the heart of the action, interacting with landlords, tenants, and your own staff. It's highly commercially rewarding work, too, because your decisions directly impact the bottom line of the branch. And perhaps most importantly, it offers genuine leadership responsibility. You're guiding teams through complex situations, which makes stepping into a lettings manager position one of the absolute strongest career progression opportunities in property right now. Period. And that's regardless of your age. Let's move on to Section 2, your AI admin advantage. We are talking about an AI co-pilot here. Now, this isn't about replacing the human element of property management. Actually, it's quite the opposite. Studies often show that managers across all sorts of industries spend up to half their working week just doing routine admin. Imagine taking all that time back. An AI co-pilot is a dedicated tool that handles the repetitive, lower-value admin from the moment you start. It's designed to clear your plate of the busy work so that you, the lettings manager, can focus 100% of your energy on the complex, nuanced parts of the job that absolutely require a human touch. Think of this as a perfect division of labor. On one hand, the AI is doing the heavy lifting in the background. It's drafting those crucial first-pass team emails and routine landlord updates. It's taking your rough end-of-day notes and instantly structuring them into polished branch reports. It quietly organizes your applicant pipelines, builds out your daily priority lists, and generates repetitive follow-up templates. On the other hand, there's you. You're stepping into the vital human elements. You handle the oversight of strict legal compliance, you exercise nuanced human judgment when a sensitive tenant issue pops up, and you provide genuine, empathetic leadership to keep your team motivated. Basically, the AI handles the data, and you handle the people. All right, Section 3, the daily reality check. So, what does a typical Tuesday actually look like? Let's walk through a day in the life. Your morning starts with people, supporting your negotiators and administrators, making sure they've got exactly what they need to hit the ground running. By mid-morning, you're overseeing viewing activity and checking the health of your applicant pipelines. As the day progresses, you're monitoring landlord communication to ensure service levels are totally top tier, and you're stepping in to manage complex offer negotiations. Then in the afternoon, you're meticulously reviewing compliance tasks to keep everything legally sound, tracking branch targets, and, inevitably, handling escalated problems that require a steady hand. It is a full, highly engaging schedule, for sure. Now, we've got to be completely honest about the trade-off here. There is a repetitive reality to this job. Even with an AI co-pilot, you're managing team activity day after day. You're drafting updates, endlessly checking compliance steps to avoid legal pitfalls, following up on quiet applicants, and dealing with recurring property problems. It can be a grind. But actually, scratch that. That grind is exactly what unlocks the leadership rewards. Because of that effort, you get the incredible satisfaction of helping a team perform better and hit their goals. You're actively improving the service and peace of mind for landlords and tenants alike. You're building unshakable leadership confidence within yourself, completely setting the stage to progress into even higher levels of branch or regional leadership. Looking ahead now to Section 4, Navigating May 2026 Changes. Mark your calendars, because in May 2026, the Renters' Rights Act is scheduled to take effect. This is a massive legislative shift in the UK property market, and because of these incoming changes, management-level roles are going to require a much stronger, more rigorous level of compliance awareness than ever before. So why does this matter to you right now? Because today is the absolute optimal time to build strong habits. Stepping into the role today lets you establish a rock-solid foundation while the waters are still relatively calm. By leveraging your AI co-pilot to master the basics right now, you ensure that when those complex compliance changes arrive in 2026, there is no way you're playing catch-up. You are already positioned as a confident, highly knowledgeable industry leader. Which brings us to our final section, Section 5. Is this your next step? You know, the ideal lettings manager isn't necessarily someone with 20 years of property admin experience under their belt. In fact, this modern role strongly suits anyone who is highly organized, naturally calm under pressure, commercially aware, and just intrinsically comfortable leading people. Notice the heavy focus on soft skills and emotional intelligence there? Administrative prowess used to be the main barrier to entry, but today, the AI handles the busy work. What the industry desperately needs right now is individuals who bring composure, strategic thinking, and genuine leadership to the table. So, ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Really think back over your career so far. Have you developed strong interpersonal skills? Have you successfully de-escalated a situation with a demanding customer? Have you ever managed to keep a team motivated and focused on a really tough day? If you possess that kind of emotional resilience and drive, you might be much closer to this leadership position than you think. Your background might already be a perfect match for this transition. Yes, traditional roles like a lettings negotiator, senior negotiator, or property administrator fit exceptionally well. But look way beyond the traditional path. If you're a customer service team leader, a retail supervisor who's totally used to handling demanding public interactions, a recruitment consultant managing complex candidate pipelines, or a hospitality leader keeping a busy floor running smoothly, you already possess the foundational emotional intelligence and commercial awareness this industry is looking for. The core skills are completely transferable. If you're nodding along right now and possess those leadership traits we've just discussed, you can actually take action today. A full course, complete with certification, is available right now inside LELAIL. It's an incredibly innovative, voice-first, interactive taster designed to give you a real, hands-on feel for the role. And it's super easy to get going. All you have to do is use a simple voice command. Just ask LELAIL, start the Lettings Manager Taster course. And the absolute best part? This full, interactive, voice-first course is accessible to learners everywhere, and it's available in over 100 languages. So I'm going to leave you with this one final thought to consider. Are you ready to step into property leadership with a massive AI advantage? The industry is fundamentally shifting. The administrative burden that used to hold people back has been lifted by modern tools, and the demand for real human leadership has literally never been higher. Head over to LELAIL.com to explore the course and see if you're ready to claim your spot as a modern lettings manager. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy learning.